The Rock Whisperer. Do you hear the earth talking to you?
All right, in this video, we are going to work on creating ISO maps, ISO meaning the same. And in this particular one, we are doing temperature, so it would be an isotherm. What you need is a pencil, and I would highly recommend you use a pencil, not a pen. And I'm going to use two different color highlighters for this. So the first thing we want to do is look and make sure we're reading the directions and know which lines we need to do, and only do the lines that they ask you to do. So we need to do 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So we have 6 different lines that we're going to have to draw. First one is 30. So anything that's 30 and under, I would highlight. If it, as we draw our 30 line, if it is 30, we have to go through the 30 point. Then we're going to loop back up here, underneath this 29, and off the map. For the next one, we're going to use the blue, and we're going to highlight anything that's under 40. And just double check and make sure we didn't miss anything that's under 40. And then draw our line dividing anything that's above 40 from anything that's under 40. Loop over that 41 and off the edge of the map. That's going to be our 40 line. For our 50, so we're going to use yellow, so it's anything 50 and under. 45, 41. Now we're going to draw a line that's going to divide anything that is greater than 40 is going to be on the bottom. Anything that is anything that's greater than 50 is on the bottom. Anything that is less than 50 is going to be on the top of this line. We need to be careful as we come up here through Illinois and Ohio, go up over the 60, making sure our lines don't touch, and then come off over here underneath the Atlantic City. Next one is our 60 line, so anything that is 60 and less. So we have to go through these two 60s in Texas, around this 70, touch that 60 up there, come back down through this 60 and off the map. Next one we're going to do is 70 or less. So we're still going to have to start over here by Texas. Come up, hit this 70, and then loop back around. So this is our 50, 60, 70, and the last one we're going to do is 80. And that is going to be in blue, so anything that's 80 or below. So we don't need to do a 90 line. On the bottom of this, it asks us to do the gradient formula. Gradient equals change in field value divided by our distance. Our field value is whatever we have on our map, whatever we're mapping. In this particular case, it's temperature, but it could be snowfall, amount of pollution, population. And it's asking for point A, which is right over here, and point B, which is right over here. So our change in field value is 60 degrees Celsius minus 45 degrees Celsius. It's going to be divided by our distance. And the best way to do the distance is to take point A and point B and mark those off on your paper. I'm going to mark that B, mark that A, and then bring that down to the scale that they have. don't try to copy the scale and move that up. I find that it's a more inaccurate, and students make more mistakes with that. So this is going to be 400 right here. And then the part that we have left over is just over 300, so maybe about 320. So you add those two together and you're going to get a distance of 720 miles. So here we have 720 miles. So we now have 15 degrees Celsius divided by 720 miles. So we know we're going to have a decimal, and we know that our units are going to be degrees Celsius per mile. And when we put this in the calculator, we round, we should get about 0.02 for our final answer on that. So I'm going to go through and do the rest of the maps here so you can check and see how I did them. I'm not going to talk during them. I'm just going to go through it and highlight and draw lines. And I will also talk you through a profile in my next video.
Don't forget to listen to the Earth. You just may